What do we have here? At least my health is back. Oh, another fucking wizard. And this one is like red. Whoa, this dude is determined.
So, the elves were taken elsewhere. What does the Empire want? How should I know what ambitions drive you humans? What do those red eyes mean? Verdelay. His voice, it is gone. We had best hurry to the desert. The goddess may be in danger.
Please, please help us. The Empire has taken our village.
And where are you from?
From the fairy valley that lies yonder. Please.
Do you go to save lives, or to take them?
Time does not give a fuck. That's the good stuff. So, here we are, chapter 2, verse X. X is just 10 written weird. I mean, not weird, in Roman numerals. And there is a thing regarding with what just happened. And I would love an opportunity to explain it, but I don't think I have access to one right now. The thing is that Drakengard deals with New Game Plus in a very peculiar way. And maybe once this chapter is over, I can go back and we can look on some of the things that we missed, but kind of superficially. But anyway, chapter 2, verse 10, alternate. After hearing the villager's tale, Kaim turns towards the Valley of the Fairies. Hatred fills his heart and makes him deaf to the Dragon's counsel. Only the spilling of Imperial blood can state his lust for revenge. Okay, that sounds like us. Let's see if we can murder some Imperials. Who is this? Yes, another area mission. Nice.
That is, into the snarling nest we go.
Ah, this music is so good. I know I say that every single time, but it continues to be true, so yeah.
It seems that they've gone to the Valley of the Fairies.
Ah, goddammit. It's going so well. This part of the game is honestly a lot more enjoyable than I remembered. I know I gave it a lot of shit in the beginning of the playthrough, but I don't know, it's actually pretty okay. Maybe it's just that I really like the song. Maybe I am just that acceptable to good music. I mentioned this before, I think it was in the very first episode, but the music of Drakengard is in great part a collection of classical music. So it's not really, it is produced more than it was composed, which is a very technical difference in a way. Like people who just listen to music kind of passively would never really pay a mind to what I'm saying. But as a composer, I feel a great degree of difference between producing a song and composing one. Because I am a decent composer, but I am a terrible producer. So yeah. Oh, here we are. It's this thing over here. So the thing with Drakengard soundtrack is that it was produced more than was composed, at least for the songs that play in inside of the stages. It grabs a lot of classical music sampling and overlays it to create this chaotic cacophony sort of thing, which is really cool. It's just like really interesting way to deal with ambience. But one of the things that I find particularly hilarious is that when I go to like a YouTube video to check out the soundtrack of this game, which I do every once and again because I really like it, it is somewhat common to see music majors trying to identify which of the which pieces are being sampled. Yeah, cool stuff. Little nice detail for people who are into classical music and music composition and production in general. But yeah, let's keep doing things. Ooh.
I cannot abide their things, yet I hate humans.
Yeah. Dragon and Kime are a pretty good pair. Whoa! What's up? Ooh. I am 100% back at being absolutely god-awful at these stages. Feels like home. There we go, nice. So, fairies, what's up?
In the forest is the valley where the fairies dwell. Are they unharmed?
Who knows? That wasn't so bad. More attack power? No more attack power. Damn, that sucks. Within the Fairy Valley. Ooh.
Riverside, Luke Hagen, my brothers, forgive me. Forgive me. Evil have I done? My brothers butchered, our home put to flame. And where was I?
What's this? What's this? You betrayed your brothers? Your sorry, pitiful little brothers, dead on the ground. What fun! What fun! Yuck! What a painful sight! Look! Looky, look! What was the last thing they saw? I wonder.
No, I cannot bear to think of it.
Makes you sick? Humans are pathetic! Pathetic! Dirty! Smelly! Might as well just die! Hey, that's it! Kill yourself! Go on! Finish it off, useless human!
But
You're scared? Dying is good! You don't want to die? Really? No! What a bore! Seriously, finish yourself off. Oh, hold on! Of course! Let's make a pact!
what do you mean?
You don't get it? Hello? Is that skull as hollow as a helmet? You and me, together forever! Loser! But seriously, let's do it! A pact! Please! Please!
Oh yeah, we have some fun ahead of us. So, let's see, chapter 2, verse 13. Time goes to the village not to save lives, but to take them. With rage in his heart, he flies through the dark fog that shrouds the fairy valley. There, in the forest, a man named Leonard, bereft of all light and hope, is forced into a pact with a malicious fairy. We're in for some garbage right now. Okay, this, I believe.
Jackals, I will cleanse your stick with my flames.
So I believe this one is the stage where we get what we wanted. This is where we get a new weapon. And it's in that valley over there that I ran to the other time. So we're gonna do that. And I'm sure this time that that's what it is. But yeah. Actually, let's switch to the Maiden's Curse again. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if there was... No, not a super noticeable improvement from the level up. It's okay. Ooh, good stuff. Where are we in the world? Okay. I don't think there is a timed component to this. I think we just need to get to that valley where we spawned in verse 8. And everything will be okay. So let me talk about the New Game Plus for a second. It's not really a New Game Plus. That's not really how it works. Drakengard deals with endings and things in a very weird way. If you are familiar with Nier and especially Automata, you know that this series has a bit of a thing for doing weird endings and multiple paths in a bizarre kind of fashion. And this is where it really all started. So we finished verse 8 in 18 minutes. If we had finished it in 20 minutes or more, we would have unlocked verse 9 regular. And that would mean, if I remember correctly, that we go follow Furii into the desert. Like we were done with the elf village thing, and we would just go to the desert and help Furii. However, since we cleared it fast enough, that boy showed up in that cutscene. And he compels us to go to the fairy village and see what's up. And in doing so, we get to meet Leonard. And this is pretty interesting because here, in this way, is where Drakengard establishes itself with one of its most important and significant themes, which is that of the unreliable narrative. So it's just sometimes we will play a verse again, but in another way. So if we play verse 8 again and we clear it fast enough, things happen differently. And if we take a while, things happen in another way. So the game is trying to make you ponder which one is the correct version. And that is a particularly interesting and important distinction to be making, because this is...
I'm evil. I'm blind. We must advance carefully or become targets of our enemy.
Because the subject of an unreliable narrator is one of the main themes of Drakengard in the way that it presents its gameplay. And this is what I mean when... Back in the very first episode, I think, or maybe in the second one, who knows. But in the very first session, I tried to establish that the story of Drakengard is not particularly super interesting. Like, it's nothing extremely out of the ordinary. But it is very interestingly told. The storytelling of this game is really interesting, and it happens in a way that's very organic.
The flames of hell.
A voice beckons from the east. Imperial goblins run amok in the area, slay them, and find the owner of the voice.
Another one with a pact.
Oh yeah. But first, yeah, let's come into here and kill everybody. Because that's our thing. How long for... Wow, 193 kills, huh? Okay. Let's see. Come on. I know I am in the correct place now. The thing is that after we do this, after we kill everybody, we still have to find the weapon. And I hope I can still find it, because I remember it being a little bit annoying. It's another one of those that doesn't show up in the map, of course.
The journey becomes strange. The absurdities grow.
Sure. That is also a particular theme of this thing. Not to say that the absurdities take a while to grow. Even in the very first ending, we are already dealing with some particularly fucked up shit. But yeah, it'll be okay. We can do it. When I think about this game, one of the things that I really notice is that I think Drakengard works in a level that's very similar to Pathologic. If you've played Pathologic before, or if you've heard about it at all, you know that Pathologic is a game that uses its walking, and it's a very tense game, but it's also a very boring one in some ways. It's really hard to explain. For the majority of the time, you are just walking from point A to point B. The riverbank, a healing chest near a certain bridge, a hidden treasure box has appeared. So at least we get an indication that something happened. But yeah, no real anything. I believe that the chest is where our enemies are. We just have to cross the bridge from it. But let's see if I am actually correct about that. Drakengard reminds me a lot of Pathologic in this way, where the gameplay, again, it's not bad, it's just really whatever, it's really generic. And in the end, you end up kind of zoning out when playing the game. When I had to replay it because of my whoopsie, my screw up, I basically just muted the game and put on some music and just relaxed. So that's probably why it was taking me 18 minutes to do things. But yeah, when you try to engage with it in a more, I don't like the word intellectual for this, but in a more willful manner, when you actually try to engage with the game and be immersed in it, I think the time of like how clunky, how slow the game is, like how generic it kind of feels, it's just there's nothing noteworthy about it. Not to say that it doesn't have systems. It does, like you have a combo thing. When you hit certain thresholds, an orb appeared. If you don't take damage, you get like a powerful orb that does damage. There are systems in play. The weapons have some of them have like different animations and things. It's not like the game is lazy. And I would be really annoyed if somebody said that Drakengard is not lazy. It's just not super well made. But it is well designed. And I think that's a very interesting distinction to be making.
You will slaughter them all. You will never change.
Yep. All about that slaughter. It is a very, very unfair parallel to draw. But when I think of, if I was to say what is the gaming opposite of Drakengard, like what is the series that like directly opposes Drakengard in terms of like design, or maybe in terms of proficiency is what I'm thinking. But it's just like, I just realized this. I was talking with a friend about a game that I really like. A game that you probably know. Oh, please be here. I know you're here. Oh yes, there it goes. I believe that's the one we're looking for. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yes, got a weapon. Nice. So let's see who else we have to murder. Ooh, only 3. That's good. That's good. Let's go finish our job. And this is a healing chest, so let's not grab it. At least not right now. Maybe that chest in the chapel was a healing chest, and I could have got it when I was dealing with the mages. God damn it. So, if I had to name a game that is like diametrically opposed to Drakengard, I would actually say Metal Gear Solid 5, and very specifically 5, because I feel like Metal Gear 5 has immensely satisfying gameplay.
Cries for help come not only from storm-wracked seas.
Sure, that's a thing. So, I think the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5 is just so refined. That game is such an incredible game to just play, to just have fun with it. I played that thing for like over 200 hours, and I did one of the things that to me is like the mark of an amazing game in terms of gameplay. I 100% completed it, and then I kept playing. Because it was just, I was still having fun with it.
Wait! Speak to them! They have no more will to fight!
No. Imperial forces attacked the nearby village. The voice comes from burning homes. Let's see. What's up? Hey man, if they have no will to fight, they should stop attacking. But yeah. And like, Metal Gear 5 is like, MGS 5 is such polished, perfect gameplay. It's so satisfying. But the story of it is just so uninteresting. And it's not, it also deals with this sort of unreliable narration, but not nearly in as interesting or effective a way. It's just trying to plot twist you in ways that are like kind of, I'm not gonna say dumb, but they are uninteresting, like to think about. They are not, it's plot twist for the sake of plot twist. It's not really saying anything. And Drakengard feels like the exact opposite of that game. It's just like the gameplay is as whatever as it can possibly be. It's like the absolute opposite of polished. But the story is just not the story. The storytelling is just so interesting. And it feels like a game that was designed with story in mind and a way to convey that message, that story. And I have deep respect for that.
You! Can you hear my voice?
Yes, Leonard, we can hear you. 12 minutes, nice. Level up, please. Yeah, there you go. Increased health. Oh, right on the threshold there. Nice. Weapon obtained. Wisdom. Let's pick the Acer. Let's check it out. Explanation. And here's the finished form of it. In a northern island country, there was a wise man trusted by all the people, known as a man who can see 1,000 leagues. He wandered the countryside with his staff in his hand. The staff could cure disease and injury in all those who touched it. When placed on the ground, it could make even the most barren lands fertile. If the staff was touched to a person, he could tell if that person lied or told the truth. If the staff was touched by a wicked man, that man would fall on his knee and repent all his sins. If the staff was touched to monsters, they would flee. If the staff was touched to demons, it would, with words forbidden by the gods, burn them to blackened ash. Auto-saving. Auto-saving literally saved my life when I resetted the game by accident. That was so bad. I was so annoyed. Ooh, event stage. Let's see what's up. Come on, fatties. What's up? Let's keep going. Going in the direction that we were told to go. We don't really have any reason to kill enemies in this kind of stage. They barely give experience and they don't count for kills. But I feel like it would be very much outside of Kane's character to skip a battle, so yeah. let's try to be consistent. Speaking of consistency, I have so many things to say about that fairy character, but let's wait a little bit. There will be better opportunities.
The sound of your blade tells me you are a Union soldier. I am Leonard, at your service. Yes, my eyes are blind. Like you, I have paid for a pact.
To be blind to the foolish hopelessness of humanity is a happy fate.
Yet, I am not blind to the knowledge. The dead are returned to the earth, their lives to be mourned. Very well. I will go with you, Kaim. Let us leave these bodies where they lie. We must hurry to the desert. The goddess is in danger, I fear. They say that no man is beyond forgiveness.
Let's do everything we can to prove them wrong. And so, we have now a party member.
Be that sometimes only the sinner may live.
Leonard has joined your party. Weapon, Tower of Rebuke, Magic Fairy Wings. We will go over this at some point for sure. I think this is the end of the chapter. I sure God hope so. Yes! Awesome. Chapter 3. Here we go. So, actually, before we go into chapter 3, I want to do a thing. I want to go back into chapter 2. What? No, we are like in expedition mode or something? Yes, return to the mode selection screen. Let's just go for like story. Yeah, no. Yeah, here in chapter 2, we can see the verses. And here we have, for instance, verse 5 versus verse 5, Roman numeral. And here we have verse 9 and verse 9, Roman numeral, which is when the boy appeared. That's the main difference of this event. If we had taken a long time to unlock, to clear verse 8, we would have just gone to false country, and there would be nothing after that. But because we managed to do it particularly fast, I assume the boy was still alive, so he showed up, and we got to meet Leonard. And in a way, you can try to understand this as the true version of what has happened. But that's still up for consideration because we have a verse 5 Roman numeral over here. And if we click it, we can see what it is that we need to do to unlock it. And to see this verse, you must meet with Leonard and complete chapter 3, verse 3. So what is the implication here? That Leonard was with us from before? I don't know, that seems strange, but perhaps that's the truth, because Leonard also knew our name, and I don't remember telling him that. But yeah, this is what we have for now, and we'll pick up again in the next episode. That'll be this or this will be that for this session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, take care and bye-bye.